fan is like never aimed quite right. It's always going the wrong way. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hope your families are doing well. Today we're going to listen to Kate Bush with her song Army Dreamers. This is off of the album Never Forever, released in 1980. So, we're going to start this one just a little bit back. We're going to start kind of at the end of Night Scented Stock, and we're going to lead into Army Dreamers, because last time we listened to it, it sounded like it was going to lead into it, so I want to make sure that I kind of keep a little bit of continuation, if it's meant to be, you know? And I mean, it's not going to sound bad, letting part of the last song lead into the next song no matter what. So, hope that you guys are enjoying it. Hope that you guys are enjoying listening to Kate Bush, because, you know, I always am, so there's no problems there. Let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, we're going to listen to the last about 20 seconds or so of Night Scented Stock leading into Army Dreamers. So let's go ahead and see what the Army, I guess, is dreaming of. Or maybe someone's dreaming of being in the Army. Oh. Okay, so a little bit different than what I was expecting. First of all, I apologize. Like, a few seconds into it, my cat came in, almost knocking the camera over, and then seemed like she wanted to be picked up, but she didn't want to be picked up. Okay, so the song seems to basically be about people who are in the military service, of course, who unfortunately are killed during service or die during service, and how their dreams are pretty much all gone. But even deeper than that, some people are what's the word? What's the way to describe it? Some people join as an opportunity, or because they're not able to do other things that they may want to. You know, they may not be able to afford, as she says, afford money for the guitar. They wanted to be a rock star, but they couldn't afford the guitar. Or maybe they wanted to be a politician, but they couldn't afford the schools, or, you know, things like that. Could have been a father, but never even made it into his 20s. Really, really deep cutting lyrics. So it's really interesting, the subject matter that she chooses. And what I like about Kate Bush, there's a lot of things, but one of the things I like about her is the respect that she pays. This isn't one of the songs where she over dramatizes, over extends her voice. She doesn't put a lot of flair or gymnastics into the song. The song is focused on the message. The song is focused on the people. So I really like that decision. She sings in a very high range, and she kind of keeps it like up here. I would say almost like in her fairy voice. That's kind of what I call it. But you could feel that dreamy like atmosphere in her voice, as if she's holding on and listening to those final dreams, you know, that people had before they died. So I think that this is a very strong song, more so because of the lyrics and the story behind it all. Because as I was getting through it, it's really strong. And then the waltz-like atmosphere and rhythm that you have builds a very nice cadence in which she maneuvers. And even throughout the song, let me pull it back just a little bit. Even throughout the song, you have a sound in there that it took me a second to figure out, but it sounds like a gun reloading. Let me see. You see, like right there? Doesn't that sound like a gun reloading? Oh. So I think that's also an interesting choice in there. Now, I was expecting something of like, I don't know exactly what it's called, forgive me, but, you know, after a soldier passes and they do the salutes where they shoot the guns, I was expecting something like that in the midst of the song, but we didn't get that quite. But I did think that sound where it sounds like it's reloading is interesting. I also don't know what BFPO means, so I'm actually going to click on the link and see what it says. BFPO is the British Forces Post Office, which not only delivers mail, but also brings home the bodies of dead soldiers. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Let's go ahead and talk about the lyrics in that respect. Our little army boy is coming home from BFPO. Okay, so that makes sense then. Unfortunately, he's coming home, but in the wrong way. Wave a bunch of purple flowers to decorate a mammy's hero. Morning in the aerodrome, the weather warmer, he is colder. 4 men in uniform to carry home my little soldier. So we're also taking the perspective of a mother. You know, and she's done that in different songs throughout her music. So I think it's interesting that she takes the perspective of a mother whose little boy, it says son, or child, died in war, died in military service. And that's that feeling when you get the announcement, when you find out, you know, that kind of grief. And then the chorus, what could he do? Should have been a rock star, but he didn't have the money for a guitar. What could he do? Should have been a politician, but he never had a proper education. What could he do? Should have been a father, but he never made it to his 20s. What a waste, army dreamers. What a waste, army dreamers. Everyone has dreams. Everyone has dreams, and you know, there's not always a way, unfortunately, to attain those dreams. But you can imagine, I see the chorus as the mother thinking to himself, or thinking to herself, rather. Like, he should have done this, he should have done this, but couldn't afford this, or, you know, for whatever reason, we couldn't do this. So I really like the way that she writes those lyrics. Like I said, this is very powerful. Tears over a tin box. Oh, Jesus Christ, he wasn't to know. Like a chicken with a fox, he couldn't win the war with ego. Give the kid the pick of pips, and give him all your stripes and ribbons. Now he's sitting in this hole, he might as well have buttons and bows. It doesn't matter what awards or accolades or ribbons you give him for his service. As honorable as that is, he's sitting in a hole. She said, might as well have buttons and bows, you know, at this point. And then she just repeats the chorus there. So, very, very good lyrics. You know, very strong. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. That's all I got to say on that one. There's not a lot musically going on because the focus is left to be on the lyrics. And I find that a lot of times that rings true. Sometimes the music is simple, because it draws attention to the message itself. And that's what really it is. It's a vehicle to carry in the passenger of the message, right? But she sings very beautiful. And it creates a nice atmosphere for melancholy. You know, a nice atmosphere for mourning and for grievance. So, hats off to Kate Bush. Excellent song. Let me know what you guys thought of it. You can join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments below and let me leave your thoughts down there. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.